This video is going to be one of the most controversial videos we have ever made in the history of this channel, and it is possibly going to make a lot of Power Rangers fans very angry. As many already know, the Power Rangers franchise continues to die because no one understands what Hasbro wants to do, and the rumors continue to grow every day. The reality is that many of these things are just rumors, but sometimes those rumors are real, and they are simply things that the owners of the franchise don't want to tell the fans because it can cause a lot of damage. For those of you who haven't seen the previous video where we talked about the possible cancellation of the Power Rangers reboot, I'm going to summarize the video by saying that according to a rumor, Hasbro is not going to premiere the reboot on Netflix since they want to do something else. With this briefly explained, now let's talk about the reasons that Netflix had for not wanting to continue with the project, since when we saw the previous news, we all thought that the decision had been made by Hasbro, but apparently, it was Netflix who did not want to continue. Remember that all this is just rumors, and supposedly this information comes from people who know what is going on inside these negotiations. Basically, they may be leaks, but it is not official information. Supposedly, Netflix did not want to continue with the project since Hasbro changed their mind and they no longer wanted to do a reboot like the one that was being planned, since they wanted to do something similar to the special episode. This is because the new universe of the reboot was going to be more serious, darker, and needs a big investment of money, but they are afraid that what happened to the 2017 movie will happen. For those who don't know, the 2017 movie was a big money investment, and this is why all the special effects look spectacular. Despite this, the movie was a failure at the box office as it did not make the expected profits, and the reasons for this we have already talked about in many videos. The important thing is that when a company invests in a project, it wants to have a big profit margin, and it obviously does not want to lose money. This is why Hasbro is supposedly afraid of making that big money investment and the project not working out. According to the rumor, Netflix was very angry about Hasbro's decision to want to create another series in the same old style, a cheap style to save money and avoid supposed risks. This was not what Netflix wanted, since they also see the potential of a Power Rangers reboot aimed at a more adult audience. This is why Netflix decided not to continue with the project, and now Hasbro is looking for another company to produce the reboot, but with a different vision. As I said before, Hasbro's new vision is to make another series with the same elements and the same style that the franchise has always had. Costumes of the same material, little investment of money, simple special effects, and what is still unknown is what audience they want to target the franchise to. This decision is crazy, since the only way to save the franchise is to do something different, because what they were doing was not working, and there is a very important point in this part. If Hasbro wants to create a Power Rangers series with the same visual style they have always had, but direct it for an adult audience, then that is going to be the biggest failure in the history of the franchise. That's because adults are looking for something more serious, with better special effects and deeper stories. Maybe there are a lot of adults who still watch Power Rangers, but I'm sure everyone would enjoy seeing Power Rangers with a more serious tone, better costumes, and deeper stories. Despite all this news being a rumor, there is something that has confirmed to me that all this may be real, as the designer Tokujay posted a message on Twitter that talked about how frustrated he was on a professional level. The artist deleted this post because of all the controversy this brought, but I had a chance to read the whole message, and I'm going to try to summarize what he said. Basically, apparently this artist was working on the Power Rangers reboot, and now with the cancellation of the reboot, all his work was lost. This apparently caused him a lot of frustration on a professional level, as no artist would like their work to go to waste, and much less if it is work that you love. We all know what this artist has done with Power Rangers, as he has redesigned many of the Ranger costumes without losing the essence of the franchise, but at the same time implementing innovative ideas. On several occasions we have talked that the designs of this artist and other impressive artists are what the reboot of Power Rangers needs. Even many times we have imagined a Power Rangers universe in which the Rangers have these costumes, and the conclusion is always that this new universe could become the biggest success in the history of the franchise. One of the main reasons for the failure of the 2017 movie was the costumes, as even though they were great for any superhero, the reality is that they lacked the essence of Power Rangers. We must accept that the special effects of the costumes in that movie were impressive, but unfortunately that is not enough for it to be accepted by the fans. In order to create something amazing, it must have those awesome special effects, and at the same time it must be full of the essence of Power Rangers. The option that was mentioned the most by fans all over social media was Tokugawa, and apparently he was involved in this reboot. It's sad to know that they were going to give us something of awesome quality, and in the end they gave up out of fear and saving money. I am very sure that a reboot aimed for an adult audience, with a serious story, with costumes created by Tokugawa, and with all the essence of Power Rangers, this new universe would have been a total success. Unfortunately, we don't know what is happening with the franchise right now, and we hope that all this is just a rumor, since we don't know if the artist only wrote this because of the same rumors. Maybe he also doesn't have the official information, and when he read the rumors he got frustrated thinking that they had cancelled the reboot. This is something very doubtful, since if the artist was involved in the creation of the new costumes for the reboot, he is supposed to have a direct connection with the people who are creating the whole new project, and I think he was supposed to find out officially about the cancellation. Others who have taken the opportunity of all this scandal to launch their proposals have been Amy and David. Those who follow this channel know that Amy has created a comic called The Return, which is an alternate history of what happened with the Mighty Morphin team, and we can say that this saga has been very well received by fans. The actress posted a message in which she tagged Hasbro to offer them to make the story of The Return as the new TV series they are looking for. She said that this has been a fan-tested and approved story, but the reality is that we don't know if this same story would work in a TV series, as the comics are something very different. In another video we will go more in depth on this topic, as there is a lot to analyze about that, but the Blue Ranger actor also posted a message in which he responded to someone else's post. Basically, what the other person is saying is that Yost and Amy have other ideas to bring Mighty Morphin back, and they are just a phone call away. The Billy actor responded to this by saying that he is willing, but we don't know if it's supporting the return story or the story he had previously created. The topic of bringing the Mighty Morphin team back is a very complicated topic, so we'll talk about this in another video. In the meantime, write in the comments your opinion about all these rumors, like this video and subscribe for more Power Rangers info.